Good morning, guys. So it's more like noon, but things got kind of hectic this morning. Michael went to brine the turkey. Well, I brined, and then he ended up putting it in the refrigerator, but he ended up wasting it, and it spilled in between the glass of the stove and blah blah blah. So we had to do a lot. But anyways, turkey is brining. I haven't done anything else for prepping, but I'm having lunch. Me and Jalen. Michael actually didn't sleep this morning because he was in a really bad mood with stuff with work, so he didn't sleep. So he just now went to go to sleep. So me and Jalen are having Chipotle. And, yeah, so guacamole and chips. And then I have a burrito bowl, which is steak. And that's Jalen's other taco, which I'll probably end up eating later on. And then Jalen has a taco and chips and guac as well. And I'm just watching this video because I think this is, I told you guys yesterday I wanted to do the mini apple pie in a jar, and so she posted the video yesterday, I think, actually, on I'm talking about Organized Jen, like Jen or whatever, if you guys are wondering. She posted the video up on it. I think I wanted to do it. She made like 20 of them, and I'm only gonna be making like maybe 10, so I think it won't take me as much time, but consider doing it. I really am. I think I'm going to. And if I don't do this exact recipe, I'm going to still do the gist of it. So I think I might just use already made pie crust, but I really want to make pie crust with my mixer. I don't know. Okay, go.
Go!
You can go again?
Yeah.
Okay, go.
Alright.
You ready? Okay.
Go!
One more time.
Alright.
Okay.
Go!
So we just did a little bit of cleaning, and
Alright.
as I don't feel too good, I think I'm coming down with something. Oh, go ahead.
Go!
You're getting higher. Michael just went to the store for me again. Still a sweetie pie because I still don't feel good and I need to get the stuff for the pies. I decided to make both of the pull apart pumpkin bread. You're being silly.
Yeah.
You need to be careful. The pull apart pumpkin bread and the apple pies, which I'm going to show you guys both once he gets back and we start to make them. So I'm looking at stuff starting like Christmas shop for Jalen. And I wanted to get her like this cooking stuff because she's been really cooking with her Play-Doh, but I thought it'd be really nice to get her like a cooking set. And I really like this one. It, resembles like, actual metal, and it comes with all these things. So you have the two things for cooking, and then like a saucepan, and then a little pot, and like a bigger pot, a whisk, and then like a wooden spoon, a lid. I mean, that's really nice, and it's only $24. So, and it's free shipping. I'm going to look on this site and see if I can find some other things that I wanted to get and maybe like save just to do everything at once. But it's Land of Nod. So I think I really want to get this. I like it. I really wanted something that looked real and not like the plastic ones. I think it just worked for them. That's super cute. Look at. Alright guys, so I'm starting making stuff. You can jump, Jalen, but I'm not going to jump. Okay? So these are the jars that we have. They're a little bit taller, but just use more filling and whatnot. That's fine. So I'm making these tonight. I'm making the pull apart bread tonight, and then I'm also making the cream cheese ball, so that way it can, cool and be a little bit pieced together. So for the cream cheese ball, it's just like an appetizer. This is really good, super simple, but Philadelphia cream cheese, and I let it get down to room temperature because you want to be able to mold it. So obviously, if it's not as cold, it is not going to be as hard. I could be ridiculous and put it in my KitchenAid mixer just because I want to use it, but it's alright. We're not going to. Just let it get down to room temperature. So, first thing first is going to make the apple pie stuff. So, basically, I'm just going to get these open and then clean them. And you want to make sure that you clean them and then make sure that they're completely dry. These are the half pint ones. Yeah, half pint. And whichever ones are smaller than that are the ones that probably be best to use. because these are more like a really, really good single serving. But I'm gonna wash them and then I'll be back. Okay guys, so I have the mixing jars cleaned out. I already did the rest of them. I just kept this one so I can show you guys. So basically, I'm gonna be using, I ended up using one whole thing of the pie crust, and it comes in two 9-inch measurements or whatever, so for the bottom and the top. So I use basically both of them. So with this, I'm just going to, I'm kind of doing it with one hand, so excuse the fact that it's not going to be the best, but that's okay. I'm just going to kind of spread it out very loosely. It's not too bad. And put a little indent so I can see where the bottom of it is, and then peel that off. Sorry, I know this is like a impromptu. And then I'm just going to put this at the bottom. Like I said, you can tell it is not very, let me see a second. Okay, maybe that's better. So I'm just basically going to pinch it down on the bottom. And if you need to add more, you can. But because these are really tall, it's a little bit more complicated, but that's okay. It'll work so. So pinch it down. And you want to make sure that there aren't really like any serious air bubbles. Small air bubbles are okay, but you don't want to make sure there are any like lumps or anything. I hope you guys can see me okay. So you can see it's in there. And then I'm going to take the rest of this and I'm going to kind of ball it together so that it's all one little unit piece. And then I hope you guys can hear me. And then I'm going to actually spread it more so lengthwise so that I can start working it to fit around the jar. So, okay. You can see like that, and then I'm going to set it in there and start to work it. Now the one thing you do want to do is make sure that you pinch these two together, and the rest of it, like I said, it's going to be baked. It's going to also, you know, have the filling in it, so it's not going to be looking this bad, and plus you're going to cover it with the top of the pie crust too. So do that. And you don't want it to be too thick and not too thin. You want to make sure that there's a good amount so that you can't see through the jar, but it's not like a big deal. So I'm just you can see I kind of didn't have that much, but I'm just rubbing it all the way around. And I know this isn't like a really good video, but you guys can get the gist of it. So it's all in there. You can see, whoops, a little bit more needs to be smoothed out there. Okay, so you can see it's not perfect, and I didn't fill it all the way up because I'm going to put the filling a little bit higher and then the top, and so it might, and then, you know, the pie crust on top, so it might rise, and I want to be able to put the lid back on it, hopefully. I don't know for sure, but so you can see there. So I'm going to go and actually, two things. It's been probably about 2 hours since I actually last filmed, so I'm going to take these back out so I can start letting them get to room temperature again. But here are the other ones. Okay, so I'm going to go in here and get the pie filling. We just got the Always Save, and I got 3 cans of these. So I'm going to take these out. Sorry, it's a little blurry. We're working in a hurry because, yeah, that's what we do. Alright, so I have all 3 cans in there, and I probably only should put 2, but oh well. This really isn't to get it hot, it's more so to mix all of the ingredients in the right way. So, I don't know how much of everything I'm going to put in here. This is already seasoned or spiced, because it's just pie filling and not just, you know, pie and, you know, apple, sorry. So, I'm going to eyeball, but what I am going to put in here is brown sugar, cinnamon, and a little bit of nutmeg. So I'm just going to eyeball it, and I'm also going to put a little bit of vanilla extract just to give it more of a spicier. I noticed that pie fillings tend to be a little bit more on the bland side, and that's completely fine, but I want it to be a little bit more of a homey kind of taste, and that's normally what helps with that, is that the fact that a lot of regular pie fillings are a lot blander, and so that's why you don't get the homey filling. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take some brown sugar. This is just a teaspoon, so maybe I'll do a teaspoon, I don't know for sure. That's, you know, good chunk. There we go. I think I'll add a little bit of sugar as well. Just a little bit. And get my cinnamon. So I don't really know where my nutmeg is, and I'm not going to keep looking for it. So we're just going to do some cinnamon. And the cinnamon, I like to put a lot in it. I like cinnamon. There we go. I did quite a bit. We're going to mix that all in together. Fold it very nicely. Okay. And I am, just for the record, I am making 9 jars. So I have my, I got out another box of the 9-inch pie crust. This is just rolled out, you know, I didn't stretch it or anything. So what I'm gonna do actually is take one of the lids to these and just cut out the sides for the top while I'm letting that cool. So see if I can hold it. There we go. Okay, so I have those cut out and they're just gonna sit there for a little bit. So I have a stick of unsalted butter. So I'm gonna cut this. I need like really small slices to put inside of the pie while it cooks. I'm not sure exactly how much to use. I'm just gonna go by, you know, eyeballing it and see how much I'm gonna use. Okay, so I cut just breathing like holes or slices or whatever it's called for the top of the pie crust. And now I'm gonna start filling these up with filling. So I'm just gonna take it over there. I'll do the first couple so you guys can see. Baby, can you come hold this? Okay, so I'm just gonna stir this up again just to make sure nothing went to the bottom, and then I'm gonna fill it up pretty high, basically to the top of the pie crust. And make sure you kind of push it down because it can create bubbles, so it might be not all the way down there. Okay, so they're all filled and I got them pretty much cleaned off top. I'm now gonna take 4 or these, you know, little stacks and just kind of divide them in there and then put the crust on them, gently push down on the sides. Doesn't really need to match up with the crust at the bottom. Just, you know, obviously not sticking up, and then put the lids on, and I'll be back after that. Okay, so here are what they look like before I put the lids on them. I've already started putting lids on them. But like I said, I put butter. I ended up only putting 3 chunks in. I'm thinking she put more, and I probably didn't really need to even put 3 in there. But I think she did it because obviously she didn't have filling. She just had pie mixed with like spices. Excuse me. So that's probably why she did it. But I went ahead and did it. You know, the more juice, the merrier in my book. So that's what it looks like. And all I did was basically press down all the way and then pinch it together. So. Hi guys, so I just wanted to say goodnight. I am burnt out on cooking. I'm getting ready to clean up and I'm gonna go to bed. I need to get up not pretty early, just like maybe 2 hours earlier than I normally would, because I need to put the turkey in. So, and I want everything to be fresh when it goes directly into the oven. So I'm so sad because I didn't completely spaced out. Time has been getting like ahead of me or like whatever. And I meant to go get green leggings for Jalen, and someone said that green leggings were at Walmart. Thank you for saying that. And I meant to go and I didn't. I just forgot with being sick and not actually leaving to go anywhere. So, and unfortunately tomorrow is Thanksgiving. And although I do love me some Black Friday and I will shop at midnight, like for Black Friday, I refuse to go, even if I'm missing something, I refuse to go to the store on Thanksgiving. A lot of talking. I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.